So let's take a look. So graphing, total change of gears here. Remember graphing on axis systems? Remember that kind of stuff? Yeah, so what do you do with these two numbers, 0, 3?
You go to different quadrants.
Yeah, remember they make one dot, don't they? The two numbers are coordinates for one dot. So this is the x coordinate and the y. This is the x-axis and the y. Remember some of that kind of stuff? First number is over. Second number is up. Remember that from your previous algebra days? So starting from the middle, the origin, go over 0. Okay, I did. Up 3. So there it is. There's the point over 0, up 3 on the coordinate system. That's easier than the last chapter, huh?
Yes, that's why I say you didn't have to go through.
Yeah, it's easy. It begins easy. All right, and then minus 5, 0. Let's try that one. Can you find that dot?
Yes, found it.
Remember, first number's over, second number's up or down. So minus 5, 0. Go back 5, up 0. Right there, huh? Minus 5, 0. How about the third one? Minus 3, 5. Can you find that one? Again, first number's over, second number's up or down. So back 3, 1, 2, 3, up 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There it is, right? And then the last one is 2, negative 1. 2, negative 1. Can we find that one? From the middle, over 2, down 1. Over 2, down 1. We good there? On all those points? On we go. All right, so they're going to have you do the same thing backwards here. I'm going to move on. Same thing, same thing. All right, so this is what I want to get to. So now we're going to go to an equation. Y equals minus 2x plus 1. They want us to take this equation, and they want us to plug in. See these x values they're plugging in? They're plugging in those x values, and for each of those x values, they find a y value that goes with it. So I'm going to...
I think you skipped the part. We need to know where the quadrants are.
Oh, you're right. You are right, Dennis. Yeah. Did anybody know? Where are the? What's this quadrant?
1.
That's quadrant 1. Quadrant 1, quadrant 2, quadrant 3, quadrant 4. Yeah. Yeah, so they start right here in the upper right-hand corner of the quadrant 1, and they go counterclockwise. They just made it up that way. They could have made it up the other way. Just all made up.
No. It's north, south, east, west.
So there they are. So quadrants 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. So, so they will ask you about the quadrants. You're right. Thank you. All right. So now y equals minus 2x plus 1. So they're giving me some x values. And they want, so they're going to give me x is negative 2. And they want me to find the y value that goes with it. So how do we do that? Yeah, you just plug that in for x, so I'll do that. So we get y minus 2 times the x value plus 1, which comes out, what's that? 4 plus 1, 5. We good there?
Yeah.
All is well. So now, then they want you to find that point on the graph. So they mean the point minus 2 for x, 5 for y. So that would be back 2, up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There it is.
Okay.
Back 2, up 5. So what I did is I took the equation they gave me, minus 2x plus 1, and they gave me an x value negative 2, so I plugged it in for x right there. Let me draw an arrow. Right there, I plugged in for that x, the x they gave me, negative 2, and I worked it out. Negative 2 times negative, 2 negatives make positive. 4 plus 1 is 5. Now on the next one, next comes negative 1. They want me to plug in negative 1 this time.
Oh.
Now we plug in -1 and work it out. So what becomes of that? Two negatives multiply to be?
Positive 3.
Well, in the end it'll be 3, yeah. Two negatives make positive 2 and 1, 3 all together. That's right.
So that's what they were trying to do.
So then we find that point on the graph. What point? The x and the y that became of it. -1, 3.
So we're just basically on when it comes to graphing, when it comes to this equation, we're just plugging in the answer that they've already given us. Not
Yeah.
Find it.
Right.
Oh, okay.
Well, we're finding the y's. They give us the x's, we find the y's, and then plug in the points. So back 1, up 3, right? Back 1, up 1, 2, 3. There it is. Back 1, up 3. Good. Let's do the next one. Next one is 0. Plug in 0 for x. And then see what you get for y. -2 times 0 plus 1 equals 1, right? So can you find that point on the graph? So 0, 1, starting from the origin, go over 0, up 1. What are you noticing? They're lining up. They're lining up, aren't they? Are they going to keep doing that?
Yep. Until it finishes.
Plug in the 1. Right, that's right. -2 times 1 plus 1. That's going to be -1. Find the point 1, -1. That means over 1, down 1, right there. Look at that. They're all lining up. One more. Last one. I'll do it down here. They want me to plug in 2 for x. X is 2. Y is -2 times 2 plus 1. -4 plus 1, -3. So that's 2, -3. So 2, then 1, 2, 3. There it is. So look at that. They all lined up in a perfect line, didn't they?
I think you put it on the wrong.
Oh, you know what? I didn't read the instructions. I only had to do two of them. They only wanted me to. So they wanted me to find the whole table. So I did need to do all this, but then they just wanted me to put 2 of these dots, any 2, and it'll make the line connecting them. So put any 2 dots, and it'll graph the line.
So when you have the shade in the 5,
That's later. That's when you have greater than, less than.
See, that's what
Yeah.
I thought we were going to be doing in lesson 2. That's why I got mad when I read. I went, oh.
So we just graphed the equation of that line. So we've graphed. So that picture is a graph of that equation. That's that line. All right. Let's try one more. How about we do this one? This will be our last one. 8y. Let's see, 8y. Yeah, maybe I better get some. Well, okay. 8y minus 16x is minus 64. Well, you can see it up there. I don't need to rewrite it there. Yeah, so take that equation. Can you do that first one? And take x is -2. This one's going to be a little harder than the last one was. Plug in x is -2 right there. And then solve the equation for y.
And you multiply those 2.
wait, because it's
So I'll plug it in there. 8y minus 16 times the x. The x is -2 equals -64. Make sense what I did there? I just plugged in that x value for x in the equation.
Okay, so the y is going to be 8, right?
Good so far? So all I've done is I just took that x slot right there and I just plugged in -2 right there. And now we just work it out. So what's that going to be? 8y plus 32 is -64. So we have to solve for y. It's like there's an equation. It is an equation. And y is saying, I want to be alone. So what do I do to solve for y?
Take that 8 over to the other side.
Yeah. First got to subtract the 32, right? Subtract the 32. And 8y, I'll bring it on down here. 8y equals, use that in your calculator. I think you'll get minus 96, yeah. Last step, divide by the 8. Is it minus 12? Yeah, minus 12. So the y is minus 12. Does that make sense? Minus 12. And the,
Negative 2 minus 12.
yeah, and they want you to write it as an ordered pair, which means the x, comma, the y. Negative 2, comma, negative 12 with parentheses. They want parentheses around it. That's what ordered pair means on that. Ooh.